Alright. Welcome to the podcast.
Get some?
Podcast one of many. We don't know what we're going to talk about. So we're just going to roll into it. I guess we'll just start off by saying Slaunch and Peyton Fox are probably the best hunters in the state.
Number 1 and 2. Number 1 and 2 seed.
Yeah, they'd be at the top of the bracket. We just be those random draws in, just thrown in.
Yeah.
But well, we're up north. We're at Coy's camp.
Is this gonna be something on YouTube?
I don't know yet. We'll see.
Okay.
If it's good.
All right.
If it's good.
I
Probably just watch it.
Start
Okay.
talking now.
Okay. All right. Cut.
All right.
1. Okay. This is podcast 1 with Coy and Gajo. We're up at Coy's camp and hunting some old long birds. We tried to roost one tonight, but they were gobbling. We just couldn't hear them over the creek. And
I'm sure there was hundreds gobbling. It just didn't. I mean,
up here hunting these mountain birds. Not crawling through no fields or anything. Just up here. Straight hardwoods, mountains. We don't really have a game plan for tomorrow because you didn't hear a bird. We saw a hen though.
so we're definitely gonna start there.
we're probably
right where we seen that hen is where we're gonna be set up.
Yeah, so hopefully we can hear a gobble. I personally have not heard a gobble since, well, it's Wednesday the 3rd week and I have not heard a gobble since like last Friday of the 2nd week.
It has been the toughest year for turkeys, for sure.
To give a little rundown of how our year's been going, my year started off pretty slow. Let me think back. Worked a couple birds, and then the first Thursday I ended up getting a nice gobbler. First Friday I went with Weston, and we got a gobbler. It's on the channel. Then the second Monday, caught in 3 longbeards together for my girlfriend, and tough shot, and she missed. But Coy's been having a pretty good year. He's been hearing a little more than I have.
First week I took my buddies out and we got one. Nice tom the day before they had to go back, so that was exciting for me. And then me and my cousin doubled up on longbeards in the same day. And then I took out... Who the hell? Take out? Someone. Oh, Ian! I took out my buddy Ian and he got a good bird.
Real nice bird.
But overall, just hearing turkeys, it's been so...
It's been a rough year. It's been different.
I mean, it's exciting. Definitely get to hunt more and...
Yeah, with this coronavirus,
that's all we're doing.
I have a couple more days left of my senior year, and he's in a trade school. So we've had plenty of time to hunt. I haven't missed a day yet. He's only missed, 2 days?
2 days, yeah.
So we've been pounding it. But,
I just think a lot of it's... That's what everyone's doing right now, is hunting, going to the woods and fishing just because there's nothing else to really do and people aren't working and just... A lot of people are in the woods and got everything pretty pressured, but... That's why we kind of came up here to try to get into some birds that aren't...
Avoid some pressure. Try to find some birds that haven't been worked too much, if at all. A lot of country up here. A lot of woods. A lot of ground to cover. Our game plan for tomorrow is just... We haven't really picked a spot yet, but... oh, man. Our game plan for tomorrow is... We're going to pick somewhere to start out at. We're going to sit there and listen for probably a little bit. If we can hear one, make a game plan, go after them. But if not, there's a road that takes you over from overside by Driftwood, about almost to the what's that bar by the bar there?
The bear? The bear?
No, but yeah, what's that? What they call that hole there? Where the bridge is, the last stop, and they stalk Bonfire driftwood.
Winslow Hill? No.
Mm-mm.
Oh. Winslow.
I can't even. It's
Tunnel Hill?
past a little bit past Tunnel Hill.
Emporium.
Yeah, before you get to Emporium, it's like
Sterling Run.
Sterling Run.
Sterling Run.
There's a road just before Sterling Run, like, and it take you clear from Sterling Run
Over to Brooks.
over to Brooks Run. So our plan is to hit somewhere in the morning, then go over to there and just ride down that road and stop and call every few hundred yards or so for the whole way. How long that road is?
But it's probably going to take, if we stop and call, it'll probably take us an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, so we'll cover a lot of ground, a lot of calling. Hopefully we can hear a freaking bird.
Figure that's the best way to try to find a hot bird, and because I mean you can walk forever up here, and I mean you can still hear them from a mile away. So we might as well just try to drive around, cover more ground, and get on a bird that's willing to gobble, and we can hunt. So, and I mean you never know what you're gonna see driving around.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I mean we saw a hen tonight, and earlier in the year, him and his grandpa, they've seen gobblers right where that hen was strutting. So I figured they're not too far, somewhere around there. We might start there. We'll see how it goes, but
We spent some time on the water today.
yeah, we went fishing. I got some GoPro footage. I'll probably post it. Coy did real well. He caught probably a little over 15 fish.
Yeah.
I landed 8 and lost a few. Did catch a real nice palomino though. Pretty stoked about that.
Mm-hmm. The one everyone was after.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't believe it, and I caught him.
And we really didn't even fish that long.
No, we didn't
Only
fish
a
too
couple
long.
Hours.
It wasn't great, but we just stayed at it, and we
You know,
we kept hitting different spots, catching a couple fish here and there, and ended up totaling up to quite a few.
it just goes back to what we were saying earlier. So many people fishing and hunting.
Oh, it's
Everything's
crazy.
getting pounded, and it's hard to freaking get away from people.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, who knows? I mean, it could be everyone could be doing this. Everyone could be coming up here to hunt turkeys. I mean, we haven't really even.
Yeah, we don't have much going on. I mean, we got jobs, but I get to be there every day. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. We're going out, so hopefully it won't be. I wouldn't think we're gonna see anyone tomorrow on a
I
Thursday.
wouldn't think.
You never know though.
It's supposed to be cold in the morning.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little colder, but no wind. It's been the last 2 or 3 days been real windy. It's been pretty crappy for hearing turkeys. Mostly lately around home, where we live, it's mostly just like woods and fields, and we would just drive around checking fields out, stopping, calling into hollows and stuff. I haven't had much luck recently at all.
Yeah, it's been this past 4 or 5 days, a week. It's been tough. It's been super tough.
Mhm.
But I think if we can, I feel like we find a bird up here that's willing to gobble, and
I think if we can get a bird gobbling,
yes,
it'll be a pretty good chance.
yep, at least get them in and hunt them. I mean, I don't know. This year seems like the numbers are down a little bit. It seems that way, and it got warm really early in the year, and I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, people always talk about like birds like mating before season. By the time season comes, they're like done. But I don't know if I always agree with that, because I've heard birds gobble clear into almost June, even sometimes in June. But this year it kind of seemed to be how it is. I remember they closed school right around the end of March, and the first week they closed school, I got up every day at daybreak, went out. I was doing my scouting, and the one day, within a quarter mile of all these places I was scouting, there was 4 different gobblers. So I was like, holy crap, this season's going to be great. I'm going to be tagged out, get my girlfriend one, and boy, things changed real quick. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow we can get on a bird.
It should be fun. Hunt a different area.
Yeah, new area. I've never hunted up here. He's hunted up here a little bit when you were younger.
Yeah, yep.
It's been a while though.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's gonna be all new.
It literally can't get any worse than what it's been.
It really can't. And the thing is, if they're gobbling up here, we'll be back for sure.
Yeah, we have
next week or something.
nothing else to do.
Yep. Try to, at least I think tomorrow at least, if we hunt a whole morning, we'll know 2, 3 times as much as what we freaking did coming in. Just being out there, and knowing the area more, the land, is going to help us so much for next time we come up.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, early in the year they opened up trout season early, as everyone knows, and on the way home we took up like the Queehana Highway home and ended up seeing 4 different gobblers through Wyckoff and the Queehana Highway. So that might be a possibility for tomorrow. I'm not too sure yet. Depends.
Well, we have all day.
We do have all day.
So
You can hunt all day now in Pennsylvania. They changed after the first 2 weeks. You can hunt from dark to dark. So I doubt we're gonna hunt from dark to dark unless they're gobbling all
unless
over.
they're gobbling all over. We've called in about 10. Just haven't got a shot.
Yeah, being up here, I actually came up here when I was younger. I have a camp a little farther north, about an hour north, up in Cross Forks, and me and my dad we hunted up here on the youth day for about 7 years in a row, and we came close 2 or 3 times and never sealed the deal. So I think I'm gonna put down just about anything with a beard tomorrow, just to say I can finally got myself a mountain gobbler. But I don't know. I feel like we're gonna hear one. I mean, you can hear for freaking 2 straight miles. Pretty much any ridge top you go to.
The thing that's exciting about here is if you hear a turkey gobble half a mile away, you can hunt it. I mean that's all we really need to hear is a gobble and be able to make it more exciting, and one's willing to freaking talk, and even if we don't kill it, I mean just freaking being able to hunt turkeys that are willing to gobble, because it's been so tough around home, and we each got a tag left. I mean we both got bonus tags, so feeling good about tomorrow, even though we have not really heard or seen anything. Still,
we're gonna cover a lot of ground, so I mean, at some point we're gonna call to a gobbler. It's just whether or not he's willing to cooperate. Yeah.
And if it's slow, if nothing's working out, we'll fish. I mean, we're in perfect fishing country, and that's
Hit that
what we'll do.
indicator right through that riffle rambler. Bring it down through whammo.
And a tree. Yeah.
Want to go through a little bit of your setup, what you're going to be using? I don't know if you know what calls you're using or whatnot.
Yeah, my favorite, I use mouth calls. I basically run a mouth call the whole time. I do have a slate, but I just feel like I'm more comfortable on a mouth call. I can get louder on a mouth call. I just like everything about a mouth call. You're in full control, everything. I use basically every call I have is a 3-reed. I actually have a couple of Galvis calls, Denny Galvis.
My cousin Denny makes them.
And I have a couple Mad turkey calls, and the one I've been using this year is a Zinc turkey call, 3-reed, raspy.
My dad has a Zinc. It sounds real good.
But
what about the gun and shells?
I use 3-inch nitro mags, Remington 1187, I think it is, or it's an 870. 11.
Is it a pump or semi?
Semi-auto 1187, 12 gauge. It's worked for me these past couple years, but it's been a good setup, and what do you got going on over there?
Call wise, I use a Lynch foolproof box call. I use that the whole time until I get close enough where I know I can't be moving, so I start using a mouth call. And this year I've been using a mouth call made by one of my dad's good friends, Mike Weibel. He makes his own mouth calls, and I was using a Galvis call, and I keep toothpicks in between the reeds to keep them separated. And then one day I heard a gobbler gobble, so I was getting too fast, and I ripped out the toothpicks and I ripped the reed on the one. So now I'm using my my dad's buddy's call, Mike Weibel's, and it sounds real good. I used it to call in my bird I got this year, but I use that box call till I get too close, and I switch to the mouth call. But I'll use the mouth call if I'm running a gun real hard or something. And my shotgun, I use a Remington 1187 20 gauge. I got the Carlson choke tube, and I got one TSS shell left, and then I got a whole box of Longbeards. But those TSS shells, they're something else. I mean, we patterned them. I I used the 410 in the fall and killed a Jake with the 410 with the TSS shells at 45 yards. Put him right down. He barely even flopped. And then this spring I got my bird at about 48, 49 yards with that TSS, and he didn't even flop. That's a youth model 20 gauge. And I also got a little red dot scope on it. Makes it real nice. Put that red dot right on them. It's a nice little setup, but I got the gun when I was 10, and me and my dad shared it for a while, and my girlfriend got a bird with it last year, and within, I think I got it about 8 years ago now. Sounds about right, and we've killed 24 birds with it, so it's proven to be a real good gun, real nice and small, only a 21-inch barrel. Puts out a great pattern up to 50 yards, even farther probably, but I don't want to shoot too much farther. But yeah.
Something I just realized I think this is the first time we've turkey hunted together.
Yeah. I mean, we've been friends for 12 years probably now.
Yeah.
Always been able to have it. Yeah, this is the first time.
I mean, we've hunted every year, every day, for the past 12, 13 years. Never hunted together.
That's true. Maybe some sparks are gonna fly.
Yeah, it's something.
It's bound to happen.
There's so many. It's crazy because we kind of hunt so much different ways and stuff, and it's gonna be cool to finally get the, collab. And make
it. I guess we give a little backstory on the both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, both of us have been very lucky. Both been very successful from a young age. I mean, I'm 18 years old and I've got 19 birds now and 11 bucks, all in Pennsylvania. And your numbers are pretty high. What are they?
I've killed. I don't know. A rough estimate. I know I've killed 23 spring gobblers, and a handful in the fall, and then I've killed 13 bucks in Pennsylvania, and about 10 of those in archery, 9 or 10 of those in archery. But I mean, we were lucky and had dads and families that.
Yeah, I got my first bird when I was 6 years old. First buck when I was 7. And what were you, about the same age?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we've been hunting since first memories. Really makes it nice for now. 'Cause I mean, we're 18, 19 years old. We're going out and getting birds on our own. Most kids can't say that they can do that.
Which, nothing's better than calling your dad and.
Oh yeah, first thing every time I get something, I'm not with my dad. I gotta call my dad. Watch any of my videos, you hear me say that.
Yep. Because I mean, they're the ones that taught us everything that they know, and being able to.
Absolutely.
Do that and makes it worth it.
Yeah, and then we both hunt with traditional bows for deer. I've gotten 3 bucks with the recurve now, and he got his first last year. Just stuff that most guys won't even consider trying, let alone accomplishing. It's very fortunate.
Yep.
A lot of hard work, a lot of time in the woods. I mean, most of our thoughts are just about hunting. I mean, sometimes about the girls.
Just a little bit.
But, yeah. It's a little background on us.
Just being out there is really, I mean, that's just, it seems, especially, I mean, for me, my favorite thing in the world is turkey hunting, 100%. I mean, I could drop everything to turkey hunt every single day, but I mean, and just learning, every time you go out, you learn something, and especially on the compound, or traditional archery, recurve, and just there's so much that goes into it and learning. I mean, you got to make yourself a better hunter and get right in close to the deer.
Yeah, you gotta be within 15 yards. You gotta get better setups. You gotta learn the woods better if you want to succeed with a recurve. Just a lot of hard work. I guess it's really not hard work. It's just because I love doing it.
Yep.
But I mean, I put a lot of time in.
I mean, there's nothing better than going to bed, waking up, knowing you're going turkey hunting in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Deer hunting in the morning, fishing in the morning, and knowing that you have a chance.
Yeah, it's my favorite time of year. Wake up in the morning, go after some longbirds, and then after you get tired of that,
hit the streams.
Yep. Got some big old palminos.
Yeah, buddy. Don't let him fool you. He uses wax worms. He puts it right on his fly there, and a little nightcrawler action going on.
Got
But
the bobber. Bring the lawn chair.
yeah.
Yeah, so something's going to die tomorrow, more than likely.
Something's got to. If we see, our goal when we came up here was to see a living animal, and we seen a couple elk, seen a squirrel.
It scared the crap.
Squirrel right off the tree.
We were going to listen for turkeys tonight, trying to roost one, and the squirrel must have just been sitting there waiting to pounce on us, and thought, screw it, and hopped out about 2 feet from my nuts, and freaking took off a tree. That scared the crap out of me. Yeah, well, the goal is to see a living animal. We saw some elk and a hen and a squirrel.
I think just seeing a turkey tomorrow would be great.
Hearing a gobble.
Hearing a gobble.
It's that. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, and
yeah,
just getting away from freaking people.
Oh, this is a nice weekend, man. I've been working a lot lately.
Feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Feels good.
Nice to get away. Up in God's country, no service, just a little podcast action.
Yeah, buddy. Episode 1.
Well, leave it at that.
Yeah, that's maybe hit on all.
It's episode 1. We might come out with 100 more. We might come out with 1 more. Stay tuned for that. But should end it with like a Peyton Fox quote or a Slime quote or something. Maybe an E quote.
Peyton. Boy, I had him going in the roost. They would gobble every 5 seconds in the roost. Then they shut up and hit the ground. Or what did I just? They hit the ground and shut up. Peyton Fox.
If they're gobbling the roost, keep calling.
That's right.
Camp Cast and Blast, baby. Podcast 1. Stay tuned for more.